Venables, a hi yn curo Absalom.
Abadaki'r peniad.
CJ Cravens i taro gefr yr oed. Lewis Rhys yn rheoli'n dda, wedi cael ei lorio.
There's no way in the world that should be a red card, and that was the pivotal moment of the game.
Dan Hawkins yno, ergyd wych.
O'r smoti yn sgoriodd Craven yn erbyn Pen-y-bont ar nos galan, a dwi ddim yn gallu neud tro hyn.
Ben-Aman yn y cwrt Cosby. O, mae'n drydedd i Hwlffordd.
A mae Fil wedi rhwydo yn y munudau chwanegol.
Mae Lôn yn trio gosod hi, ac mae yno gan Aaron Edwards yn y diwedd.
Now and that from the SDM Glass Stadium in Bridgend. My name is Meilir Emrys and I'm here to guide you through Scorio's English language coverage of this vital Cymru Premier Championship Conference match between Pen-y-bont and Haverfordwest County. In stark contrast to how things have stood at this point in recent seasons, with only 9 rounds of games to go, the race for the 2024-25 Welsh top flight title is still very much alive. Indeed, a win for the home team today would see them leapfrog the new Saints and return to the top of the table for a few hours at least before the reigning champions host Cardiff Met later this afternoon. But it won't be easy for Rhys Griffiths' men as they welcome the third-placed Bluebirds to Bryn Tirion Park. Tony Pennock's side are undefeated in their last 5 games and have consequently taken 13 points from a possible 15 since they were undone by a solitary Miles Davis goal when they were last here 2 months ago. So, revenge will undoubtedly be on the visitors' minds, especially as a win for them today would reduce the gap between them and Pen-y-bont to a mere 4 points. But history is against Haverfordwest, as Pen-y-bont are undefeated in 5 games against them, and the home side have also emerged victorious on every previous occasion that the clubs have met here in the Cymru Premier. So it's second against third here as the teams shake hands, as is customary now before kick-off. And a look at the teams, and with his squad still ravaged by injuries, Rhys Griffiths makes 3 changes to his starting 11 following last weekend's injury-time defeat at Cardiff Met. One of those changes is enforced as Billy Borge is suspended after he was sent off at Cyncoed. Owen Pritchard, Gabe Kirkhoff and the recently returned Keane Watts come into the team. Watts scored 14 goals in 17 games for Goethe United in the Cymru South during the first half of the season, before making the move back to his old club 2 weeks ago. In a late change, manager Rhys Griffiths also goes to the bench. Tony Pennock, meanwhile, makes 2 tweaks to his team after Haverfordwest beat Bala a week ago. Maltese international Luke Tabone drops to the bench. He was sent off the last time the Bluebirds played here in December. Alaric Jones takes his place at the back. Midfielder Yori Humphreys is the other new face in the team. Tall striker Ben-Aman will be 33 tomorrow. The former Pen-y-bont player is Haverfordwest's top scorer this season and has netted a total of 4 times in the last 3 games. Today's referee is Iwan Arwel Griffith of Carnarvon, who's made the long journey down for this all-important match. So it'll be the home side, Pen-y-bont, to kick off, attacking from right to left as we look at things in this first half. Pen-y-bont, as usual, wearing their home colours of blue, while the Bluebirds of Haverfordwest have had to change just for this occasion. They're wearing black, as you can see. So Chris Venables kicks off. Chip forward by Kane Owen. Although Pen-y-bont have had the best of the games against Haverfordwest in recent times, so been pretty close during the last couple of seasons. 3 of the last 4 games between these sides have been resolved by a single goal, all in favour of Pen-y-bont. The other game of the last 4 finished goalless. And you are watching the 2 best defences in the league this afternoon. Haverfordwest have only conceded 13 goals in the league all season. Pen-y-bont have let in 18 in 23 games. An early touch for Adam Prusbeck. He hits it long. Slight miss kick by Hisa Brazizi. Concedes a throw in. Owen Pritchard. Pritchard was supposed to start on the bench this afternoon, but a very late change has brought him into the starting 11. Kai Ludvigsen dropping out of the squad altogether. Guessing that's due to an injury. As I mentioned, Pen-y-bont's dealing with a whole host of injuries within their squad already, and a number of key players missing. Mile Davis, who scored the winner here 2 months ago when these 2 sides last met. Nathan Wood is also absent. Dan Jeffries and Lewis Harling the same. While Rhys-Griffiths has been able to bring in some new and some old faces indeed back to Pen-y-bont during the past month, I do feel that they are very much down to the bare bones at the moment. And that obviously is going to make things even more difficult as they look to challenge the new Saints for the league title. Great play by Clayton Green there. Eventually ran into Alaric Jones. Clayton Green was on the charge there, out of defence. Kane Owen with a throw, somewhat aimless. Jenkins with a defensive header. There's a clash of heads. It's Greg Walters, who's down. Seems to be all right. Iwan Griffith obviously had to check that he was all right. The play restarts with a drop ball. Nothing untoward there, wasn't a foul. James Cole was quick, got his toe to the ball. Right under the nose of Lee Jenkins, but only managed to knock it out for a throw-in. Jenkins with a throw. Either side able to get control of the ball. So we'll end up right back where we were a couple of seconds ago. Another throw for Haverfordwest, and again it'll be Lee Jenkins to launch it forward. Sends the 4th official back. Really stating his intent there. It is a long throw. Hammond got his head to it. It's come to Shepherd now. Plays it square to Abruzzese. Cross partially blocked. And it bounces on to Arman. Got a good connection there on the turn, but the shot was blocked. Half a chance now for Pen-y-bont to break. Kroll couldn't find Venables though. Clayton Green. Kroll hit forward. Kroll to chase. Straight. That's Alaric Jones. Walters Hits it downfield. Good touch by Fawcett. And a free kick given for handball. As you'd expect, Ben Harmon doesn't agree. See it again. And the striker's arm was certainly out and the ball did hit him. And that's why a free kick's been given. Kane Owen, not happy with the ball. New balls, please, he says. So the Pen-y-bont captain to hit the ball forward. Quite a high defensive line by Haverfordwest there. Walters gets it away. Headed on, chance now for the visitors to break. Harmon after this one. Clayton Green was faster than him, however. Shepherded the ball out for a throw. Zach Jones took his time, kept his head, got the ball clear. Interception by Shepherd, the Haverfordwest captain today. And it will be a throw for the Bluebirds. Lee Jenkins to launch the ball towards the 6-yard box. Pen-y-bont deal with the threat, but at the cost of another throw-in and another chance for Jenkins to throw the ball towards the home side's penalty area. Ball nearly fell for Dan Hawkins. And it's a free kick indeed for Haverfordwest, right on the edge. Look how close that is to being a penalty. The visitors looking over at the assistant referee, claiming it was inside the area. Oh, it was close, wasn't it? It was Cian Raffel. But it won't be a penalty, just a free kick. Well, we can't tell from that angle where exactly Cian Raffel's hand was when the ball hit it. But safe to say, it was marginal, the decision to give a free kick rather than a penalty. Abrazazi and Shepherd around it. Abrazazi with a kick straight into the wall. So nothing comes of it in the end. Ball hit back into the area, however. Again, Pen-y-bont deal with the cross that came in. It's fair to say about that earlier decision, it's definitely the linesman on this near side who had the best view of it. And Iwan Arwell, the referee, definitely did look across to check. Jenkins with a throw. Partially cleared. Good touch by Kyle McCarthy. Walters. Fawcett couldn't control. But he did win a corner. First corner of the game for the visitors. And it's a good little period this for Haverfordwest. Pen-y-bont's been pinned in to the defensive third. Although Adam Pushbeck hasn't really been tested yet. 10 minutes gone. First corner of the afternoon. Ball swung in towards the near post. Walters couldn't get his head to it. So the chance now for Pen-y-bont to break. Keane Watts, considering his options, pulls it back. And as he passed Owen Pritchard, he was fouled. And now it's the home team's turn to have a free kick just outside the area. Keane Watts was in full flight there. And Alaric Jones did bump into him slightly late. That's why the free kick was given. Three Pen-y-bont players around the ball. Kane Owen, the captain, who's put the ball down. We all know he's got a very sweet left foot. Ben Morgan there as well, but it is Owen who hits it, and it was a poor free kick, really, straight into the wall. Disappointing. Ball back into the area. Zach Jones has to watch it. Was Ben Morgan taken out of the ball there? Morgan not complaining too much. So here are the other games being played in the Cymru Premier this weekend. Result from last night, a fine victory for Caernarfon. Away at Ballatown, 3-1 that finished. And later on this afternoon, I've already mentioned, the new Saints welcome Cardiff Met. While in the bottom six, Connors Quay face Newtown. Britton Ferry Llansamwel. In a key game against Aberystwyth towards the bottom. And then it's Barry Town United against Flint Town United. Be able to see the highlights from all those games on Scorio's weekly programme on Monday night. Rafael gets it inside to Crowell in the end. He's dispossessed. Hoof down the field. Feeling of anywhere will do almost with that one. Hammond is working hard to chase, but couldn't get there. Kane Owen finds Venables. Does well, Venables. Finds Rafael. Rafael could have controlled it. The ball ricochets back onto him though. James Crowell nearly got there. Is adjudged to have caught Zach Jones in the end. Crowell protesting that he was going for the ball. Even if he was, he didn't get to the ball, did he? I don't know if there was a touch on the New Zealand goalie, however. The free kick was given. Venables brings the ball down neatly on his chest, changes direction. Cross, too deep for everyone though. Easy for Zach Jones. Has 12 clean sheets from the 23 league games that he's played so far this season. He's the goalkeeper who's leading the race for the Cymru Premier Golden Glove for 2024-25. Jones and Haverfordwest have only conceded more than one goal on 2 occasions in a game this season. One of those 2 occasions last week, where they beat Bala by 3-2 in the end. 3-2 in the end. Jenkins with a throw. Gets the ball back. Aimless cross by him. Easy for Prusbeck. Former Wales under-21 goalkeeper. Before then, he'd also played for England's youth international teams. He's officially a Welshman now, eligible through his grandfather. Pritchard inside, finds Owen. Owen looking for Venables. Clearance straight to Owen Pritchard. Rafael lets the ball roll on. Woodywis back inside to Pritchard. Little touch towards Rafael. Too close to the goalkeeper. So as maybe we should have expected, it's been something of a cagey start. Either side so far managing to unlock the opponent's defence. Can Haverfordwest do it now? No, they can't. Is the simple answer to that. Loose touch there, though. But it came back to Kirkhoff in the end. Put it clear. Abe Kirkhoff, who's playing so much deeper in this Pen-y-bont side this season in comparison to last term. And he was really playing as an attacking midfielder. Jenkins. Little touch by Hawkins. Humphreys. Got to the ball. Legally so. Abuzazi. Thought for half a second about shooting, then thought better of it. Deep cross. Jenkins headers across! And the ball back off the post. It was Fawcett who got his head to it. The forward, so quick to get to that ball first. And it looked for all the world that it was on its way in. But the frame of the goal saves Pen-y-bont. Walters now some space, but not the strongest shot by him. Well, the deep cross by Kyle McCarthy. Jenkins has stayed forward. Fawcett ghosted in and did everything right except for finding the net. Morgan hits it forward. Walters a bit lucky. And manages to find Fawcett. The Haverfordwest number 9 using his speed once again to get there before Ben Morgan. And it will be a throw for the visitors. Right down by the corner flag. Once again, Lee Jenkins trudges forward to take the throw. Thought about going short, but it is a long one towards the mouth of the goal. Arman on the turn! And there was a touch by Prusbeck. Shot may have been dipping in under the bar. Prusbeck definitely couldn't take a chance. A good effort. And in fairness, a good save. Second corner of the afternoon. The second corner for the visitors. Abuzazi gives the signal. Again, Pen-y-bont get it clear. Shepherd all the way back to Zach Jones. Just outside his own penalty area. McCarthy. Not the best ball. Same can be said for that effort by Kane Owen. 20 minutes gone. It remains 0-0. But the visitors have come close. A header by Fawcett moments ago. Just came back off the post. Abruzzese feigns to go one way. Then hits the ball across to Lee Jenkins. Yori Humphries takes on Kane Owen and beats him. But then allowed the experienced fullback to get back and get his foot in. I'm sure you can guess what we're going to see next. The big number 6. Lee Jenkins, once again trudging forward, taking his time. For undoubtedly launching this one into the mixer, as they say. No one even giving him another option. It will be a long throw. Venables back in his own penalty area, gets the header away. And for the second time. Kroll jumps in, did well, and was then fouled by Corey Shepherd. And the Haverfordwest captain pleading his innocence that it was a foul. Kroll's foot was high there, but got the ball cleanly. Corey Shepherd, slightly lucky there to get away without seeing a yellow card. And I think that's exactly what James Kroll was saying to Iwan Arwell as he limped upfield. But it will be a free kick for Pen-y-bont. Once again, as you can see there, Haverfordwest are setting up a very high defensive line here. Halfway through the first half, Kane Owen's kick. Abruzzese tries to keep the ball in play. But his efforts were in vain. Pritchard back to Keane Watts. He couldn't control it. There will be another throw. Watts leaves it for Keane Raphael this time. Kroll back to Watts. Walters clear. Owen back in. Ball comes back to Kane Owen. Venables couldn't control. Walters got his head up and launched the ball downfield. Finds Arman. Arman into the penalty area. He's on his own. And he couldn't beat Prusbeck from a tough angle. He did try to wait Ben Arman when he realised that the angle was becoming difficult. And now here come Pen-y-bont. James Kroll. The cross on the first time of asking, and he wins a corner. It's a lovely ball forward by Greg Walters. Arman got away from Ben Morgan far too easily, but ultimately couldn't make the most of it. And Ben Morgan has stayed down after that incident. And another injury is the last thing that Pen-y-bont will want. So Monday night, as usual, you can see all the highlights of the weekend's games, including action from the Cymru Premier and Llanelli Town against Tre Thomas Bluebirds. From the top of the Cymru South, also a big game in the Gennaro Adran Premier this weekend. Britain Ferry Llantarnam take on the New Saints. A huge game next weekend as well. Pen-y-bont again in action in our live game as they go to Park Hall to take on the New Saints. And also next weekend, on Sunday, the first trophy of the Welsh domestic season will be claimed when Swansea City take on the New Saints in the final of the Janeiro Adran Trophy. That match will be live on S4C and online from Latham Park in Newtown at 5:15 next Sunday afternoon. Ben Morgan back on his feet. He doesn't look too comfortable. Any day beneath us here. It seems that Pen-y-bont are getting a substitute ready. Ben Morgan is limping off. Only joined on the 4th of January. Played 90 minutes in the 3 games the Pen-y-bont have been involved in since then. Seems we won't see him again this afternoon. Pen-y-bont do have a corner. Kane Owen takes it. Going to be the first defender. That was easy. Felt that one, as he did his defensive duty. Don't often see that, a corner being blocked. Out there. Abrazizi back on his feet. Kane Owen prepares to take the throw. Forster fell. Crowd of defenders around him, and his shot was eventually blocked. Weewood, ball forward. And we understand that Ben Morgan is actually happy to continue. Returns to the fray. Here's Griffith. Undoubtedly breathe a sigh of relief having seen that. Venables to no man's land. Abrazizi takes on his man. Ball inside. Finds Hawkins. Abrazizi again. Walters this time. Across to Lee Jenkins. Had all the time in the world in Lee Jenkins, so he'll be very disappointed with that cross, and he'll have to rush back now. Zach Jones. Slightly heavy touch by the goalkeeper. As Venables was closing in. Abruzezi's throw. Another chance. As we near the half-an-hour mark, it's fair to say, hasn't been the prettiest first 29 minutes here. Abruzezi. All the way back to Zach Jones. Kiwi goalkeeper. Represented New Zealand at 2 youth level World Cups. And he's actually the only non-Welsh player on the pitch this afternoon. Abruzezi finds Hawkins. Hawkins. Shot blocked. Peyton Green eventually Gets it forward. Only for Haverfordwest to steal the ball back with Greg Walters. Walters across to Hawkins. The foul dispossesses him. Pen-y-bont have another man down here. It's Owen Pritchard. Pritchard only came in to the team at the last minute this afternoon. He's supposed to be on the bench, only for Kai Ludvigsen to pull out. And he looks in some discomfort at the moment. Been so important to Pen-y-bont's success this season. 7 goals for Owen Pritchard. And he scored the only goal when these sides met in the League Cup back in September. Our apologies if you're hearing some language that you might not like. Some profane words being picked up by our microphones here. I can only apologise for that. Clady starts with a drop ball. Kano went forward. Clever little flick by Corey Shepherd. Forward off Yori Humphries' knee. Shepherd. Dispossessed by Kroll. James Kroll on the charge, looking for support. As Keane Watts outside him. Larrick Jones with a defensive header. And again, promising situation comes to nothing. Considering they've got 2 very good strikers up front this afternoon in James Kroll and the evergreen Chris Venables. The home side haven't given much of a threat in the attacking third during this first half an hour or so. It's the visitors who have looked the most likely to score. Only just about. They've only had a couple of efforts. 1 save, I can remember, from Brusbeck after Fawcett's header had earlier hit the post, of course. But it remains 0-0. Still something of a cagey affair. Messy game so far. Already lost count of how many throw-ins Lee Jenkins has taken. Latest instalment came to nothing. And Hawkins, a bit too clever for himself there. Jenkins forward. Fell back in his own half. Kirchhoff. Ben Morgan. Morgan goes long. Good touch by James Kroll. Brilliantly done by the forward. Finds Pritchard inside him. He's forced backwards. Gabe Kirchhoff. Kroll once more. Inside to Pritchard again. Bit more space for Pritchard this time. So there's no excuse for the quality, the poor quality of that ball by Pritchard. But it's fallen to Venables. Chris Venables turns and fluffs his lines. And you don't often get to say that about Chris Venables. A chance which came from nothing. Ball fell to Venables off Larrick Jones's toe. Venables took his time, created some space for himself, and then mishit a shot. Easy for Zach Jones. But at last, Pen-y-bont have a shot in anger. Was very angry. As I said, it was easy for Zach Jones, but he was on target. McCarthy. Abruzzese puts his head down and goes on the charge. Runs straight into Clayton Green. And finds Walters. Walters. And miss hit. Ball back. Very messy, that. To use golfing terminology, that was a shank. Fortunately, it was easy enough for Lee Jenkins to rush back and retain possession. So Haverfordwest have to start again from the back. Another look at this weekend's fixtures in the Cymru Premier. A reminder of Caernarfon's win at Maes Tegid last night. I don't know if Kane Owen was looking at that. Suddenly took his eye off the ball there. Did the Pen-y-bont captain. He conceded an unnecessary corner. Here's Abruzzese. Preparing to take the corner. Going to be stopped by Mr. Iwan Arwell's whistle. It's a quick word with someone, Ben Morgan. And Lee Jenkins being called across. Just a quick word, nothing more than that. Stop pushing, stop shoving, so we can get on with the game. Or something to that effect. Abruzzese on his left foot. Not the best corner. But he will get another chance. Different signal this time, but here's Abruzzese. It's a deeper corner. Straight into the arms of Adam Pushbeck. That's a break for the home side. Long ball across field by Venables. Couldn't find Keane Watts. Kirchhoff. Rare venture into the Haverfordwest half by the number 4, and then a poor ball at the end of it. Vital intervention by Joe Woodywis to block off that pass forward. Morgan hits it forward. Finds Venables. Venables falls. Was he being held by Alaric Jones? Nothing given. And he may have been looking for it, Venables, but that doesn't mean that he shouldn't have been given. Or was it 6 of one, half a dozen of the other? It may have been a little grab at Venables' wrist right at the end there by Alaric Jones. But he's got away with it if it was a foul. Nothing given. Zach Jones hits the ball down the field. Shepherd turns full circle in the middle of the field. Hawkins, little touch by Shepherd, improvised well there. McCarthy on to Fawcett. Pen-y-bont defence. Remain organised and make it so difficult for Haverfordwest to get past them. And when they tried to go over the top, the visitors, Ben Fawcett was offside. Don't think he can complain too much about that, Ben Fawcett. Seems to be standing almost in the next county. So we're into the last 5 minutes of the first half. And what's been a somewhat disappointing game so far between second and third in the Cymru Premier table. There's a lot at stake here. Maybe that's the problem. Morgan's header. Pen-y-bont battling for it. Larrick Jones goes direct. He's looking for Arman. Morgan is back there. Kirkhoff. Pritchard. It's again no win. Pritchard being forced back by Greg Walters. Here's Kirkhoff now. Again a loose pass by him. Not having the best of afternoons so far, Gabe Kirkhoff. Such an influential player wherever he plays in this Pen-y-bont team. Pritchard. Wasn't fouled. And here come Haverfordwest. Walters over the top. Into the path of Fawcett. Gabe Kirkhoff redeems himself and then instantly gives the ball away again. Kyle McCarthy. Ben Arman. Under pressure from Joe Woodewis. It was unfair pressure. Woodewis was pulling Arman's shirt, as the tall striker indicated. Iwan Arwell, the referee, agreed with him. It's quite clear as we see it on the replay. So a free kick in a promising position for the visitors. Late in this first half. It'll be a great time for Haverfordwest to score. And a deep free kick. It was too deep, even for the diving Larrick Jones, who seems to have hurt his arm there as he dislocated his shoulder as he landed. It's quite a dive by Larrick Jones. He's clearly in some pain and discomfort. Physio's quickly on to have a look at him. It's clearly his arm that's bothering him. Here's the number 15, dived to try to get there, and he just seemed to fall very heavily on his wrist. And he indicated straight away that he was injured. These 4G pitches are definitely more forgiving than the old artificial turfs of years ago. But if you fall like that on your wrist and elbow, it is going to hurt. It's not that much give in this surface.
Yes, Luke! Luke, come on!
There seems to be a signal there, but there will be a change made by Haverfordwest. Larrick Jones isn't going to continue. Larrick Jones, who missed all of last season with an injury. Here he is being led off and holding his elbow. Clearly doesn't want to leave. There's not much choice. So it'll be Luke Taboni the Maltese international, will come on to take Alaric Jones's place. Bone was sent off the last time these sides met here 2 months ago. Here he is. Full Maltese international since last summer. He's been on the bench a few times. He won his first cap against Greece back in June. And he's making his 50th Cymru Premier appearance today. So there'll be 4 minutes to add on at the end of this first half. We're into the first of those now. And it's Haverfordwest who are coming forward with 4 sets. Good tackle by Gabe Kirchhoff, well timed. But as we've seen so often in this first half, the ball forward was aimless. Ball runs through to Zach Jones, who's in no hurry at all to pick it up and carry on with play. Abruzzese. Got a throw in, nothing more than that. Fawcett wins a corner. It'll be Haverfordwest's 5th of the afternoon. One last chance for them before the break then.
Centre flank, Forsey. No easy catch.
Yori Humphries, who's gone across to take the kick. Swing it in on his right foot. Headed across, creating some problems. It was Luke Tabone, who's just come on, who jumped in, got his head to the ball. In fact, it was off the head of Gabe Kirchhoff, and he could have fallen anywhere. At the end, it's another corner for the visitors. Abruzzese this time. Punched away by Pursbeck as far as Shepherd. Gabe Kirchhoff was fouled. Well, that has pretty much been the story of the first half. The team finding a promising position, but not being able to do anything from it. Adam Pursbeck preparing to take the kick, which might well be the last action of the first half. Hits it long. Jenkins gets it away. Is there time for one last attack for either side? No foul. Kane Owen finds Venables. Little touch to Rafael. Clayton Green. Pen-y-bont happy to pass the ball around at the back, knowing that Iwan Arwell was about to blow his whistle to bring the first half to an end. And except for that one header by Ben Forster that hit the post, there's not much to report. As I said earlier on, we're watching the 2 best defences in the league here. And because of that, maybe it's no surprise that at the break, the score here at Bryn Tyrion Park at the half is Pen-y-bont 0, Haverfordwest County 0. We'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes.
Here at Pen-y-bont at the venue on Friday the 21st of March. Women's team next to the Beachside Cafe.
Welcome back to Bryn Tirion Park. As you can see, the players are out and ready to start the second half. Goalless at the break between Pen-y-bont and Haverfordwest County. Visitors in the black shirts, preparing to start the second period. With the score being 0-0, you'd imagine that the team that are happiest with how things are going here at the moment will be the New Saints. We're a point above Pen-y-bont at the top of the Cymru Premier table. A win for Haverfordwest would bring them much closer to Pen-y-bont in that race for second place in the league. Although, differently to last season, as it stands, finishing second in the table this year would not automatically gain a place in Europe for the runners-up. Only give them a bye to the semi-finals of the European playoffs. If the New Saints were to win the Welsh Cup, that would change everything. But we won't go into that this afternoon. There's a free kick here for Pen-y-bont. The first minute of the second half. The foul adjudged to have been on Owen Pritchard. Gets back to his feet with a little help from Corey Shepherd, the Haverfordwest captain. No changes by either manager at the break, by the way. Although we did have that one change made late in the first half for Haverfordwest, with Alaric Jones leaving with an injury to his arm. So Luke Tabone is on for him. Luke Tabone is in the three-man wall at the moment, alongside Ben Arman and Greg Walters. Free kick in a very promising position. Kane Owen has walked away, leaving Gabe Kirchhoff and Ben Morgan to ponder who's going to take it. It might be Morgan. No, it's Kirchhoff who beats the wall. Another shot well wide of the target. We saw Captain Kane Owen left that kick to someone else. Doesn't often do that. And after that effort sailed wide, we may well see the Pen-y-bont's captain back on shooting duties for the next free kick. But the needless foul there. Messi by Clayton Green sees a free kick. Slight pause in play. Corey Shepherd gave something to the referee. The referee decided to dispatch it on the sideline. Now we can get going again. I wonder what that was. Abruzzese with a kick towards the Pen-y-bont penalty area. No pressure on the defence, though, easily cleared. Zach Jones outside his area. Lifts the ball high into the bridge end sky. Abruzzese forward. Hawkins trying to find Arman. Back out quickly. Goalkeeper hits it long. Venables with a header. Trying to find Keane Watts. And again. Cathy launches the clearance downfield. Keane Watts with the throw. Spent the 2021-22 season here with Pen-y-bont before his initial departure. As I mentioned at the top of the programme, he's had a very good first half of the season with Goitra United in the Cymru South. That's why he's back here. 14 goals in 17 games in the second tier. Tabone. Abruzzese. Long again. Found Armand that time, and he will be a throw for Haverfordwest. The foul. The support. As I've said so often this afternoon, Credence, disappointing one. Few words there being exchanged between Chris Venables and Kyle McCarthy off the ball. It all ended with smiles. Two very experienced players, of course. Kyle McCarthy, who joined Haverfordwest from Cardiff Met over the summer, and has played every game since he joined. So it's more of the same, really, in these first few minutes of the second period. Defence is on top. Somewhat cagey, messy game. Watts with the throw. It was caught late by Kyle McCarthy. McCarthy's quick to apologise, but that's not going to save him from a booking. A charge into Keane Watts there. McCarthy, a few words with Rafael and Venables as he walked away. But again, I'll tell you what, his knee was high there. McCarthy. Don't think he can dispute the decision to give him a yellow that much. Kane Owen prepares to take the kick. Goes short this time. To Owen Pritchard. Pritchard. Good idea. He couldn't quite find James Kroll. Pushback, long kick downfield. Walters gets to the second ball and he was caught late there by the studs of Owen Pritchard. And Pritchard's foot was high and he doesn't complain at all as he sees the yellow card shown to him by Iwan Arowell. See it again here. Well, that was late. Slightly nasty, I think it's fair to say, by Pritchard. Gets a card to go with his 50th Cymru Premier appearance. Greg Walters back on his feet, none the worse. in the middle of your picture there. But it's Pen-y-bont on the attack now, with Clayton Green getting it forward to James Kroll. Kroll beats Tabone. His cross diverted behind by Lee Jenkins. James Kroll got the best of Luke Tabone very easily there. First corner of the second half. Kane Owen takes it towards the back post. And it was beyond Venables and Kirchhoff. Two Pen-y-bont players slightly getting in each other's way there. Kirchhoff crosses in this time. Kroll heads on. And it wasn't quite kept in play by Ben Morgan at the back post.
Make sure we're picking up back post.
Kirchhoff did well.
You have to be able to see the ball.
Fine header on as well by James Kroll. He was actually offside, Ben Morgan. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant if he kept the ball in play or not.
Close the gaps up.
Tabone's header. Ball just too high for Arman. Claimed. And he was pushed in the back. Play continues. Keane Watts. The looping cross. Venables falls. He's never going to get a penalty for that. And Jenkins knew that. Just walked away casually. Didn't even look at the referee. No panic whatsoever. Abruzzese finds Greg Walters. Two men on him instantly though. Goes inside to Arman. Abruzzese again. Goes himself this time, the fullback. Runs into a blue wall. Walters behind him. Quick feet by Greg Walters. Looks to get to the byline. Cross blocked. Pen-y-bont get it away. Kroll back in his own half, working hard. Great ball inside to Owen Pritchard. He has support from Kane Owen on the far side. Clayton Green. Pen-y-bont happy to be patient. Green couldn't quite find Gabe Kirchhoff. Lee Jenkins with the interception. Kane Owen does the same. Finds Kirchhoff this time. Kirchhoff beats Tabone, pulls the ball back. It's cleared as far as Owen Pritchard. Pritchard turns. Half a shout for handball. The Fawcett's arm was down by his side. And now is a chance for Haverfordwest to break. Dan Hawkins looking to cut inside. Lovely ball by Hawkins. Shepherd couldn't control. That was a shame. Abruzzese wasn't on the same wavelength as Arman that time. But a bit more action at either end of the pitch. Again, defences coming out on top though. Putchbeck. Long kick forward by him. One bounce, and the ball goes straight to the arms of Zach Jones, who immediately bowls it out to Lee Jenkins. And Jenkins was fouled. The referee thought about it for a second. James Kroll chasing back. Not much in that, was there really? There was some contact. Lucky for Haverfordwest and Lee Jenkins, because if that foul hadn't been given, they were a man short at the back. 354 people in attendance at the SDM Glass Stadium this afternoon. Not the biggest crowd for this lunchtime kickoff. Pen-y-bont have another huge game coming up next week, of course, at Park Hall against the champions. They have to defend a free kick for Haverfordwest here. And this time, there's a foul by Lee Jenkins. So as we reach the hour here, as so often happens at this point in games, both benches seem to be planning on making changes. Ewan Arwell, the referee, isn't going to let those changes be made just yet. Ball forward to no man's land, really. Vain chase by Ben Fawcett. And now those changes I mentioned will be made. Ben Fawcett will leave, with Owain Jones coming on for Haverfordwest. Owain Jones making his 21st league appearance of the season. So he's only missed 2 league games, but he hasn't played 90 minutes all season.
Substitution for Haverfordwest.
A change for the home side as well. Keane Watts leaves. Kostia Georgievski comes on to take his place. Another player making his way back from injury. Johan Phillips is also on for the home side. Owen Pritchard leaving. Kostia Georgievski. His first action is to take a throw in. Made his first appearance for Pen-y-bont in nearly 2 years back in November. So some good news on the injury front for Pen-y-bont this season. There hasn't been much of that, has there? Especially in recent weeks. A number of key players being lost to injury. As you can see there, Owen Pritchard's actually still on the pitch. So Johan Phillips hasn't yet taken his place. Will that be Owen Pritchard's last action? No, it seems Owen Pritchard's staying on for now. Looked like Johan Phillips was planning to come on alongside Kostia Georgievski, but just the one change made so far by the home side. Pritchard with a touch. Finds Kroll. Kroll out to Kostia Georgievski. Georgievski tries to take on Abruzzese. He battled hard to keep the ball in play, prevent it from going out for a goal kick. Did the Northern Irishman. Clayton Green struggling there. Back on his feet now. So messy, the play down in that corner. Resulting in a throw-in for Pen-y-bont. Georgievski's throw. Shepherd away. Dan Hawkins helps the ball along. Nearly found Owain Jones. Lee Jenkins gets it clear this time. Quite clear where this throw's going. Kane Owen launches it towards the Haverfordwest goal area. Be a free kick for the home side. Got a foul on Gabe Kirchhoff. Again, didn't seem to be much in that. We'll see it again. A bit of wrestling, really, between Yori Humphries and Gabe Kirchhoff. The decision went the home side's way. Kane Owen's got the ball in hand this time. Ben Morgan is there again.
Pick up! Abu Fisma, come on!
Conversation going on between Owen, Morgan and Pritchard. Left the last one. The Pen-y-bont's captain. He's not going to leave it to Owen Pritchard this time. Pritchard's walking away. 4 in the wall for Haverfordwest. Morgan has a go! And wasn't a million miles away. Just too high. They beat the wall. Hit it well, did the tall defender. A little too well, maybe, for his own liking. .25 minutes to go. Still goalless in Bridgend. Foul by Keanu Fell there. Fell catching Dan Hawkins. No malice there, just a bit late. Abruzzese with a kick. Headed on. Owain Jones couldn't control though. Tabone from distance, he hit that well to the defender. Tabone gets the ball back in. Morgan gets it clear this time. Jenkins keeps the ball in play. And surely that was a foul by Kane Owen. Threw Jenkins down to the ground. Kane Owen maybe a bit lucky to escape without being booked there. So he had his hand around the neck of Lee Jenkins as he threw him to the ground. Just a free kick, which Rhys Abruzzese has gone across to take. We're into the final quarter. Abruzzese with a kick towards the goal mouth. Put us back with a punch. Ball falls to Walters. McCarthy back to Walters. Plenty of time and space for him to move forward. Morgan with a defensive header this time. Dan Hawkins, surely that was a foul. It clearly was. James Kroll with a push. While Hawkins was still in the air. James Kroll is the second player in blue to see yellow this afternoon. Will it be Hawkins on his right? Or Abruzzese on his left? It seems like Abruzzese is backing away. So it will be Dan Hawkins to take the kick. Hawkins swings the ball into the area, just beyond Lee Jenkins. And time again this afternoon, the set plays just haven't been precise enough. couple of players fell off the ball. Joe Woodwis was one of them. And there was no foul there, either way. Georgievski with the throw. Ball comes back to Georgievski, the number 7. The pass found Venables. The ball hits the referee as it's cleared. So Haverfordwest would probably get that one back. No longer have contested drop balls, of course. So Johan Arwell deciding there was Haverfordwest who were in possession there when he got in the way. Ball hit forward. Hawkins going to control it. Walters with a header. Bounces on. Big kick downfield. A punt downfield by Ben Morgan. Beyond everyone. So another reminder, you can see the highlights of this game and every other game from the Cymru Premier on our regular Scorio Highlights programme on Monday night. Also be action from the Cymru South, a big game in that division last night between Llanelli Town and St Thomas Bluebirds. It's also a big game in the Women's Gennaro Adran Premier tomorrow. And Britain Ferry Llansamwel face the New Saints. And a huge game next Saturday lunchtime, back in the Cymru Premier. Second against third today, it'll be first against second next week. It's Pen-y-bont travel up to take on the New Saints. Also a cup final next Sunday. The first trophy of the Welsh domestic season will be claimed. There's a foul there by Costa Georgievski. Final of the Gennaro Adran Trophy competition will be live on S4C and online next Sunday at 5:15. Swansea City and the New Saints facing off there. So Haverfordwest were a bit lucky there. Referee paused for a moment before giving the free kick against Costa Georgievski. And Rhys Griffiths, one of his team, Owain Warlow, said too much. And that's why Owain Warlow sees yellow. He clearly didn't agree with Johan Arwell that was a foul. Ball bounces on to Owain Jones. And there was, again, a messy challenge by Clayton Green. Nowhere close to the ball. He did catch Owain Jones. The wrestling going on just prior to the foul by Clayton Green. He was involved with that as well. The first incident wasn't a foul, the second definitely was. Referee got his man in the end. Free kick for Haverfordwest. Rhys Abruzzese hits it across field towards Lee Jenkins. Walters. Again, Pen-y-bont get it clear. Woodwis. And beyond Pritchard. Plenty of chirping going on out there. Chris Venables, the latest, have a word with the referee. Zach Jones putting Abrazizi under some pressure. McCarthy with 2 men around him, quick feet by the defender. Did well to get himself out of trouble. Georgievski. Didn't quite find Venables. Shepherd. The hopeful ball forward. It was just beyond Owain Jones. Prospect bowls it out. The quarter of an hour to go. Woodywis inside to Cian Raphael. Woodywis fell. It's caught late. Play continues. Referee signalling advantage. Raphael back on his feet. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard beats Walters. A low cross. Going to find the target, however. And for that earlier foul, Corey Shepherd sees yellow. It was a late challenge, you see it here. He did catch Woodywis, swept him literally off his feet. So a corner for the home side. The quarter of an hour to go. Chipped in by Owen. Raphael with the header on. Zach Jones claims it. Also about trying to instigate a quick counter-attack and then thought better of it. Shepherd. Stronger than Raphael on that occasion. Abrazizi with the throw. Flick on by Shepherd. Gets the ball back from Arman and wins a throw in. Shepherd left the ball for Abrazizi, and Abrazizi leaves it for Lee Jenkins. For the 17th time this afternoon, it'll be Jenkins to launch the ball towards the Pen-y-bont's goal mouth. Long throw. Venables back defending, gets the ball clear. Jenkins again, crosses this time. Venables again, gets the ball away. Walters. Venables still back, helping with the defence. Didn't do so well that time. And it'll be a throw-in for the visitors on that far side. Guess who's slowly but surely making his way across to take it? That man Lee Jenkins, in no rush whatsoever. Jenkins made his 100th appearance for Haverfordwest last weekend against Bala. Long throw again towards a crowd of bodies. More ricocheted on into the arms of Prushbeck. Couple of men down, entangled in the goal net. Everything's all right now. Adam Prushbeck. Ball on off the head of Walters. Fell to Georgievski. The ball down the right hand channel beyond Venables, however. Any further changes to be made before the game can continue? And now that change that we thought had been made about, what, 20 minutes ago, does happen. Johan Phillips comes on for Owen Pritchard for the last 10 minutes here at Bryn Tirion Park.
Come on, Banger!
Ball falls for Arman. Arman. Clever play by him. Humphreys on the charge, still going, Yori Humphreys! And a half shot, half cross. Back across goal was cleared away. Might have been caught in two mind there, Yori Humphreys. Got away from two defenders. It's Kane Owen who rushed back to get the ball clear. First corner of the second half for Haverfordwest. Taken short, Abruzzese with a cross. Venables carries the ball out of his own penalty area, but ran straight into Dan Hawkins. Jenkins chips it in towards Arman, who got his head to it, but couldn't keep the header down. The ball landing harmlessly on the roof of the net. Just for a moment there, Haverfordwest up the tempo. And created a good chance. So we're half an hour away from the rest of the day's games in the Cymru Premier. Four more games to come this afternoon, starting at 2:30. You'll be able to watch highlights of all those games before Monday night. You log on to one of Scorio's social media accounts late in the afternoon. From about 5:15, all the goals from this afternoon's games will be available online. No goals here so far. Still looking, still wishing for a first goal with only 8 minutes to go. Jenkins finds Hawkins, and that was a messy tackle by Gabe Kirkhoff. He went in with 2 feet, seemed to get the ball, and maybe that's why it's just the yellow. His heart was in his mouth there, Gabe Kirkhoff, no doubt about that. A strong tackle, he was off the ground. He's very, very lucky there, Gabe Kirkhoff. I know we've seen that in slow motion, but that could easily have been a red card. It's just the yellow. But a free kick for Haverfordwest in a very promising position. Can they make this one count? Ball bounces forward, and I don't think that was as intended. It ends up going out for a goal kick off Greg Walters. But considering these are the second and third place teams in the league, the delivery, the quality of the delivery from set pieces this afternoon has been so poor, and this tackle was pretty poor as well. Gabe Kirkhoff off his feet. Yes, he does get the ball, but he got quite a bit of Dan Hawkins as well, I venture to add. Hawkins none the worse. That could have been a really bad one. Kirkhoff stays on. The score remains 0-0. Arman heads it on. Straight to Venables. Georgievski, little pass to the fell. Wins a throw in. Venables. There's a chip it on forward. Ball comes back to him. It'll be a throw. For Pen-y-bont. Venables leaves it for Georgievski. Arman heads it on, as does Dan Hawkins. So just down the road from here, in Cardiff, TNS will be preparing to take on Cardiff Met in a little under half an hour. And they'll know that a win for them this afternoon, as things stand here at least, would open up a 4-point gap at the top of the table. And the New Saints also have a game in hand, of course. And they'll definitely be favourites against Cardiff Met, having already beaten them 3 times this season. Can either team here change the equation in the last 5 minutes? A late goal for Pen-y-bont would see them rise above the New Saints for the time being. Late goal for Haverfordwest and bring them back into the race for second place. There'd only be 4 points then between the Bluebirds and Pen-y-bont. Lee Jenkins, a mammoth kick down the field. And surely that was a push by James Kroll. Kroll has been booked. That was pretty unnecessary there by the tall forward. No further action will be taken, just a throw in. Arman with a header. No one there in black, however. Arman chases his own ball, blocks Gabe Kirchhoff's clearance. Little flick, clever play by Haverfordwest. Owen Jones slid in late. And Pen-y-bont aren't happy at all with that. It's Clayton Green who's down. And Owen Jones and Kane Owen going head to head. And just be a yellow. Kane Owen still making his opinion heard. Still having a word with Owen Jones. Ben Arman wisely leads Owen Jones away. But it's all been a bit more chippy in the second half. Some unnecessary tackles flying in. Clayton Green's making his feelings heard now. Interestingly, Clayton Green didn't have much to say to Owen Jones himself as he passed him there. Actually caressed him. Didn't even seem that angry. 2 former Pontypridd players, of course. Both moved on after Pontypridd were relegated at the end of last season. We're into the last minute. We throw in for Pen-y-bont. Surely a goal at either end of the pitch. We're doing it now. It's the home team who we're looking for at the moment, but Kroll can't control the ball. And that pretty much sums up what kind of afternoon it's been. You had that header by Ben Fawcett for Haverfordwest in the first half that came back off the post. Shot by Ben Arman, which was tipped over by Adam Prusbeck. Not much else to report in terms of chances since then. The closest Pen-y-bont have come was a weak effort, really, by Chris Venables in the second period. Shot on target, but it was easy for Zach Jones from a chance that came from nothing. Maybe 4 minutes to add on. And we're in injury time now. So there's plenty of time still for a twist in the tail of this match. How likely that is, I don't know. I repeat one thing that I've said time and again this afternoon. Lee Jenkins with a long throw. Rajewski tries to get it clear. It's Greg Walters who caught Clayton Green this time, but there wasn't a foul. Guess who's coming up to take this? Plenty of practice this afternoon with the long throws. Lee Jenkins. Can Haverfordwest make it count now? Another projectile towards the near post. Was the best this time. He's trying to find Luke Tabone. Get another chance, Lee Jenkins. Someone somewhere has kept account of how many long throws Lee Jenkins has taken this afternoon. I've long lost count myself. Here's another one. Morgan clear this time. Ball bounces on and away from Abruzzese, who rather cynically knocks young Johan Phillips to the ground. Is he going to get away without a booking there? No, he's not. Abruzzese, the fourth Bluebird to see yellow this afternoon. Ball launch forward. Walters. Rajewski nearly steals the ball off him. Shepherd tries to find Owain Jones, but he isn't quick enough, the number 20. So there's a minute to go here of injury time. We're a minute away of another goalless draw between these teams. If that is the case, there will only have been 3 goals scored, or 4 goals scored rather, in the last 6 games between these teams. Haverfordwest wouldn't have scored one of them. Tabone's header. Clayton Green, Tabone again, and for the 3rd time, still he can't get it clear. But inevitably, the ball goes out for the throw-in. Surely the last chance is gone now. With only 20 seconds or so to go of the additional 4 minutes.
Hey, yo! Fucking hell!
Thought for a moment. the match was fittingly going to come to an end with the Lee Jenkins throw, but play continues for now. Oh, and that was a terrible tackle. An awful tackle by Ben Morgan. He took out Owain Jones. That's a yellow for Arman. And Ben Morgan's been called across, and he, again, is very lucky to only see yellow. That was clearly premeditated by Morgan. It was Owain Jones who'd got under the Pen-y-bont player's skin a few minutes ago. And that was a high, petty tackle. And even though we've now played 5 minutes over the 90, play will continue. And there'll be a late chance for Haverfordwest to win it. 10 bookings this afternoon. Can we see a goal right at the end? Ball curled in, Shibek with a punch, and as James Crawl puts his foot through it, Iwan Arwell brings the game to an end. A cagey 90 minutes finishes scoreless between Pen-y-bont and Haverfordwest. So is that as you were in second and third in the Cymru Premier table? The final score from the SDM's Glass Stadium: Pen-y-bont 0, Haverfordwest County 0. Thank you for joining us once again on Sgorio this afternoon.
On the 8th of March. Before then, we will be making trips to